There are two commands you might use in Pandas: melt and stack. We're going to look at melt first. Uh, you're not going to use them a lot, but there may come a time or a particular instance where it's very helpful for you. I can tell you I've used the two of them less than this number of times in real life. But they can be very useful. So let's look at melt first. We're taking our sales pivot data. We're going to read it into a data frame. I'm going to print the data frame, and then we're going to wait for it. So that's the data frame. There are 95 rows, and we have store number, sales region, a bunch of other information, units, the price, units sold, and then the week ending and the gross. So 95 records of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to melt this, which means we're going to just look at the sales region and the unit price for it. And what we get is, again, 95 rows that just has the sales region, and then it says the variable, which is unit price, and then the value. So we've taken unit price from up here and put it into a column all the way down, and then the value. So we had sales region, the variable, and the unit price. If you're sticking it into a relational database, this might be useful. Yeah. Here's where it gets really weird. If you do melt, if we look at melt 2, we're doing a list of variables here. Now, your first thought is how this is going to look is not how it's actually going to look. If we run this, we have our original data, and you think it's going to just drop out a bunch of columns, but that's not what actually happens. What happens is it does just like one variable, and then it does the next variable, and then it does the next variable. So our 95 records have turned into 287 records. So we've done, it says south, 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 item number, item number, item number, and then the value for the item number. And then it goes, the next one was north, 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 and then not north. It's going to say we did item number, then we did description. So it's going to say south, north, east, and then it's going to go south, description, then the description, north, description, value, east, description, value, and then south, unit price, value, north, unit price, value, and then east, unit price, value. So you've taken your data, which was like this, pulled out one row, put it down here, pulled out the next row, put it under, put out the next row, put it under. Again, if you're moving into a relational database, this might be useful. If you're making like a transaction table, it's not. It looks really useful at first. It might be useful for you sometimes, but it's not one you're going to use very often.